High Guardian Spice has been a disaster of a show ever since they announced it. It looks bland, generic, the story doesn't look good, and some of the people behind this project are pretty terrible. You've got writers saying disgusting things about men, attacking men for literally just existing, saying people's opinions don't matter to them, and Crunchyroll dropped a brand new trailer for the show, and I wanted to give my comments on it, give you my thoughts on it, and of course, I want to talk about them hiding negative comments on Twitter, deleting criticism off of their YouTube video, and they are getting ratioed everywhere over this series. But before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month or supporting via memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I want to start off with their brand new trailer. It says, High Guardian Spice, a Crunchyroll original, and we finally have a release date. This show was announced 3 whole years ago. It sounds like it's been in a little bit of development hell. They've had a lot of problems with it. There's been a lot of delays, but now we have the final official trailer before it releases, and of course it releases on my birthday, so I'm just getting such quality content on that day. It has 740 likes to 1.9k dislikes, so clearly you can see a lot of people do not like this brand new trailer, but I want to give my thoughts on just the visual, some of the lines and the quips that they say in it. I actually don't think that scene right off the bat, I actually don't think that looks bad. I think that the lighting looks really good. I think that it just looks really cool, flashy. I didn't think that looked bad. Here are our cast of characters. Whenever I look at these characters, I just can't take them seriously. There's been a lot of shows that have come out that are very similar to this, but these characters, it's just the visual style. They just look so bland, so basic. Oh, of course, there's a pink character. Oh, there's a blue character. Then you've got the gold character and the red character. I mean, it just feels so basic. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna come up with these basic names, a basic theme, and does this show need to be super unique and out of the box? No, but at the same time, there's like no creativity here.
Selected for your exceptional qualities. Rosemary, you're on the warrior track. Your affinity for justice.
Oh, yes, the lead character, at least one of them. This is the one that has been kind of at the front of all of the promotional material. She's got an affinity for justice. I mean, that's all she cares about. She cares about justice and fighting the bad guys. Good for her. I mean, this is the best they could come up with for a lead character. I knew that this show was going to be woke. It was going to have a lot of references and narratives in it, but when I heard the next line, I instantly could call out what they were talking about.
You're eons ahead in sorcery, so you'll be amazing.
My family is old magic. I don't do new magic.
My family is old magic, and I don't do new magic. Oh, yes, just a casual reference to old money versus new money. They made this character that personifies what they believe generational wealth is. The reference here is just so freaking obvious. This is the literal only point of the character, is to make that statement. They're taking a swipe at old generational wealth individuals and misrepresenting them as like gatekeepers. I'm not sure where they're going with this character because she's supposed to be one of the good guys, and generational wealth is a concept people on the left typically rally against. Could it be a situation in a story arc where this character starts with this attitude but learns to accept new magic, aka new wealth? Probably, but I guess we're gonna have to see. Next, we have Parsley, who literally just hits things with a hammer and is a blacksmith. She's a very generic character. All of these characters are. And then we have Thyme. So we have Thyme, Parsley, Sage, and Rosemary. Not very unique names. And I really like the theme of an academy filled with witches learning their powers, but it's already been done. Little Witch Academia is a great show, but High Guardian Spice is similar, yet it's got narratives it pushes. It's supposed to be about justice and the outcasts who no one believes in that have to end up saving the world for everyone. A big problem I have with the show is just the visuals. I just don't think it looks that good. It looks so flat and boring. The story doesn't sound unique. None of these characters are ones that call to me. I'm looking at all these characters and I'm just going, oh my gosh, they all just have different narratives they push. None of them look that good. I'm just not a huge fan of this show in general. And even though I'm already not a fan of the series, I still wanted to talk about this situation because you've got a big company like Crunchyroll hiding criticism, deleting comments, ignoring what people are saying about this content, which I think is always so important to talk about. I just think that this doesn't look that good. You've got references to old money versus new money and characters who are focused on justice in the world. This final trailer is just really underwhelming, and a lot of other people clearly think so as well, since it's got almost 2,000 dislikes. Now, scrolling down on the YouTube trailer, I wanted to show off some of the comments because, of course, a lot of people are very unimpressed with this series so far. A lot of people are leaving a lot of different thoughts. People are saying things like, again, my issue is that this looks more like an HBO Max original rather than a Crunchyroll original. And over the years, Crunchyroll has made some good content. I'm definitely not sitting here saying they've created no good content, but at the same time, this is what they think people want, which is very far from the truth, it sounds like. They're not getting positive ratios on their posts about this. They're getting massive amounts of dislikes compared to likes, and a lot of people just don't sound like they're going to watch this, and they're not that interested in it. There are so many comments here of people saying this is actually still coming out, because keep in mind, this was announced years ago. This was announced 3 years ago. We heard absolutely nothing about it. They faced a massive backlash over the initial trailer, and now it's finally coming out, and everyone's like, really? I mean, who's gonna watch this? We heard about this years ago. Is there anyone that's really excited for it still? Now, I want to head on over to Crunchyroll's post that they made on Twitter about this new trailer, their final trailer with the release date, because they're hiding replies over this, and they have in the past on all of their other High Guardian Spice posts. They've hidden responses, but I think that this is an extremely disgusting situation, and I understand that companies want to make a product and they want to release it, but they need to realize criticism is a good thing because it means people actually care about what you're making. I don't want to sit here and criticize a company that I don't care about with products that I don't care about. I want to put my time and energy into criticizing companies I want to succeed, and when they decide to put out content like this, it's fair game. We're allowed to say we don't like it, and we shouldn't be silenced by a company. They're hiding a lot of criticism over this series, of course. People are saying things like, nobody asked for this. I'd rather have my subscription money go towards good projects instead of this. People are saying, nah, F this show. Representation, guys, remember? Another comment I agree with. I wish Twitter had a dislike feature. I truly wish it did as well, because I would love to give this a thumbs down. People are saying things like, this looks like Steven Universe level garbage. Why is Western animation seeping into Crunchyroll now? I go on there to avoid it, and unfortunately, this is what's happening. We've seen it happen more and more on sites like Crunchyroll. They're focused on Western animation and reaching as many people as possible and reaching global audiences, aka pleasing Western audiences who are SJWs, people who want narratives shoved into their content. People are saying things like, American garbage, don't call this anime, this is miserable woke SJW propaganda. I mean, where's the lie? Crunchyroll is actually actively blocking people, and funny enough, I'm not blocked by Crunchyroll or the official High Guardian Spice on my account, but I am blocked by High Guardian Spice's creator. I think that they didn't like my last video on the subject, but I am blocked by High Guardian Spice's creator, so maybe by the end of this video, I'll be blocked by Crunchyroll themselves or the official High Guardian Spice account. Now, during my last High Guardian Spice video, I did talk about Kate Leth, who is one of the writers for this show, but I wanted to refresh everyone's memory on the people that are part of this project. She's tweeted things like, men are trash, hashtag kill all men, an absolutely disgusting thing to say. Moral of the story, I hate men. Every time I'm angry, I just yell, the patriarchy, and I'm usually right, to be honest. I mean, these are the types of people that are creating this show. I'm sure that this show is going to be filled to the brim with woke narratives and ideas that these people want to push. There's also self-inserts in this show, which I'm not surprised at all whatsoever. Am I surprised to see Crunchyroll hiding criticism or hiding likes and dislikes? No, but I'm definitely disappointed to see them repeating the same mistakes over and over. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.